What's up, guys? Welcome back to Merengue Cule. I am getting very excited. We are nearly there to the start of the Euro 2020, 2021, however you want to call it. And what better way to get started off with this tournament than with my full predictions. So today we're going to be using the UEFA official predictor on their website or on the app, and which this serves as a great reminder to, if you didn't watch the football fantasy video, make sure you do so. I think right now we're like 17 hours away from the start of the tournament, so you have that many hours left to join our league and make your fantasy football team. You're not gonna want to miss out on it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you didn't watch the video, then reminder that this is the prize that you can get if you end up winning the league officially. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with these predictions. But first, roll the intro. Okay, guys, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with Group A. So as you should be seeing on the screen right now, we have Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. Now, I've already done a Italy squad analysis video, and I think Italy is an up-and-coming team. Lots of youth, but also with a good combination of experience in the defense with Chiellini, with Bonucci. Inter providing a good amount of the players with also the experience from Juventus. So I think Italy should have a shoe in the bag at that first place position. So I'm going to be dragging them basically in there. Now, this is, in my opinion, a really tough group, because they're the second, third, and fourth place teams are all very even in my opinion. Obviously, Wales with Gareth Bale in there, you never know what he can do. Turkey has been a team that has impressed me. They tied recently Germany 3-3. They have Yilmaz, who's had a really phenomenal season, and also Switzerland, who always proves to be some sort of, they usually in every tournament, whether it's World Cup or Euros, prove to be one of the top teams. I remember when Spain was like one of the most favorites to win the World Cup, and they actually ended up winning the World Cup. They were first stunned in their first game with a 1-0 defeat to Switzerland. So in my opinion, I think Switzerland is actually the better team out of all of these. So I'm going to be going for Switzerland in the second place position. Obviously, this could go either way, but that's what my choice is going to be. In that third spot, I'm actually going to go for Turkey. I feel like they could be a dark horse. If anything, they could make it into the next round as one of the best third place teams and potentially get an upset on a big team. And with that being said, I'm going to put Wales controversially on the fourth place position with Gareth Bale out there. I don't know. I think Gareth Bale is far from the player he used to be. So in my opinion, I don't think Wales is going to get too far this tournament, even though technically Wales is going to play a lot of the games at home. So a risky move there, but I think that's going to be my final choice. With that being said, let's move on to Group B with Belgium, Russia, Denmark, and Finland. So I think without much thought, I think Belgium should have no problem winning this group. Phenomenal players in just about every line of their starting lineup, with Courtois in goal. Obviously, Lukaku having a phenomenal season. It'll be interesting to see if De Bruyne is able to get back from that concussion injury that he picked up in the Champions League final, because he is one of their main players. And also see if Eden Hazard is able to wake up a little bit from the coma he's been in and do something. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. With that being said, I'm going to put Belgium in the first place position. Finland, I think, should go fourth place. Finland is not the greatest teams in my opinion. Now, Denmark has been doing really good lately in my opinion in terms of the UEFA Nations League and the World Cup qualifiers. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bold decision and put them second place. I feel like naturally I would have gone for Russia second, but Denmark's current form leaves me to think that they can do a little more. So Denmark in the second place position, and then Russia third place. So that's my Group B in. Let's move on to Group C, where we have Austria. With obviously I'm a Real Madrid fan, so it'll be really fun for me to watch Alaba play, as I'm going to be looking forward to seeing him in that Real Madrid jersey. Next to North Macedonia, Ukraine, and Netherlands. I mean, Netherlands should be winning this group. If they don't, that's going to be a big question mark going ahead before the World Cups and all that. However, without having Van Dijk, that's definitely going to harm their potentials to go far in the tournament. So I'm still going to put Netherlands first place. let's go ahead and get Austria second place. Now, North Macedonia has done better than I expected in the UEFA Nations League and also the World Cup qualifiers. So for that reason, I'm going to take a risk and put them third place. Third place, and then Ukraine fourth place. So that's my Group C predictions right there. Let's go ahead and move on to Group D, where we have England, Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland. Now, I mean, if you look at England's squad, so much talent left and right. In the Premier League, a lot of these players are featuring in the Premier League, and we should expect them to do pretty good. I don't think it's the England that we were used to from like 4+ years ago, where they used to choke a lot in these big tournaments and get eliminated early on, whether it was in the group stage or the round of 16. I think England now has a much more competitive team with that has been gaining experience. You know, in the World Cup they did a lot better. This last World Cup they did a lot better, and yeah, we're seeing, I think, a trend up from England. So if they don't win this group, I think it would be a bit of a disaster. With that being said, Croatia, obviously Croatia eliminated them in the World Cup, but with an aging Luka Modric and an aging Rakitic, who in my opinion were the powerhouse of this team, with a Mandzukic up top that will put in a lot of the goals. Obviously, all of them are aging. Yes, Luka Modric just had a phenomenal season with Real Madrid, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat this England side. So I'm going to go ahead and put them second place. Now, between Scotland and Czech Republic, Czech Republic was over them, I believe, in the Nations League or in the World Cup qualifying. They were in the same group. However, Scotland beat them, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Scotland for the third place position and Czech Republic for the fourth place finish. So I can see Scotland and Czech Republic switching around or not, but my prediction will be for Scotland in that third place position. Let's go ahead and move on to Group E, where we have Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia. Now, you guys know I'm probably going to be following Spain as my main team in the Euros, due to the affinity for Real Madrid and also my brother for Barcelona. Is usually where we see a lot of our players going to. However, ironically, this year Spain has no Real Madrid players, so in that sense, that's where I'm a little bit iffy about following them. However, I've always been pretty loyal to Spain, so they have a special place in my heart. With that being said, I think they should have the team to get the first place finish. But careful with a Poland that with Lewandowski could definitely pull out an upset. So I'm gonna be putting Poland in second place. You know, could go another way. And with that being said, let's go ahead. Sweden, unfortunately, is gonna be missing out on Zlatan, so that could be a big loss. However, I don't know if Slovakia has what it takes to take that third place spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Slovakia at fourth, Sweden third place finish. So those are my Group E final predictions. Let's move on to Group F, the group of death. And gosh, this one is gonna be one hell of a group. 3 amazing games that we're gonna get to watch between Portugal, France, and Germany. Hopefully, I'm praying that all 3 of these teams get to go through. I would love to see the better games that we have in the future rounds would make the whole tournament just more interesting. So I'm hoping that the majority of them are able to make it through. With that being said, let's go ahead and just put Hungary in fourth place finish. Germany is an interesting team because obviously, you know, they won the World Cup a few years ago. However, their squad has been definitely aging. They're getting some up-and-coming players such as Gnabry. Kimmich is probably at his prime right now. However, I don't know if they have the right consistency to beat out France and Portugal. So I'm going to go ahead and put Germany in that third place position. And as for Portugal and France, both have extremely experienced sides with youth in there. However, France, the squad depth on France right now is just unbelievable. It seems like every day they're producing one new talent. So I just find it really, really hard for teams to be able to beat France. So I'm going to go ahead and put France first place, Portugal second place. However, this group, man, it could give definitely some upsets. So it's going to be really curious to see what happens after that. Let's go ahead and move on to the 4 best third place teams. So Germany, I hope so. However, it could also go either way because you can have a combination in which France wins out all their games, and Portugal wins two of those, and that could potentially Germany out, depending on obviously how the other teams in the other groups do. So I hope Germany goes through, but it could not happen. I'm gonna put Turkey. Like I said, Turkey is a team that I think could take points out from potentially Switzerland or Wales or even Italy. So they could definitely, I could see them finishing third place. With that being said, let's go ahead and put, these are tough, Part of me, hear me out, part of me wants to put North Macedonia just because when I look at the rivals, Ukraine and Austria, I could see them upsetting, either tying one of those games, beating Ukraine, tying Austria, and getting 4 points, which I believe 4 points just about should get you that one of the third best finishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put North Macedonia as the other teams. Sweden, okay, Scotland, Russia. Okay, I'm gonna go for Russia. I think Russia has what it takes to beat Finland and maybe get a tie out of Denmark and secure a 4th place finish. So those are gonna be my picks. Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, that concludes the group stage and the best for the 3rd place finish. So let's go ahead and press continue to move on to the knockout phase of the tournament, where we have Belgium coming up against Turkey. Yeah, so I said Turkey could come up with an upset, but when I see them going up against Belgium, I find that very difficult. So I'm gonna be going for a Belgium win there. Then we see Italy against Austria. I think Italy has what it takes to beat them. Like I said, pretty talented squad. I like this Italian team. The midfield seems to be pretty strong, so I'm gonna go for the Italy there. France against North Macedonia. The North Macedonia dream for the boys ends there. France should put them away without a doubt. And then we have Croatia against Poland. Wow, that's a really good game. Obviously, if we look at the past history, Croatia got to the World Cup final, but I think Poland would be the underdog there. I'm gonna go for a Poland upset, and Lewandowski gets a few goals in there and takes Poland to the next round of the Euro. So let's go for that. Spain against Russia. That happened in the World Cup, didn't it? I could be wrong, but I remember they played recently. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Spain. Spain. But Russia's a team that I think could give Spain some trouble. So if that game were to go to extra time, I could see Spain bottling it. Just gonna throw that out there, but I'm still gonna go for Spain. England, Portugal, though, that is one hell of a game there. My gosh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Let's really think about this. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva. Obviously, let's not forget Ronaldo, Ruben Diaz, coming up against Harry Kane, Rashford. Oh boy. I'm gonna go for Portugal because I'm gonna be back in Portugal too. Obviously, as I'm a fellow Ronaldo fan. I'm gonna go for Portugal, but that is one very close game that could be determined by one key play. If Harry Kane gets an early goal, then I could see England locking it down. I'm gonna go for Portugal, but I could definitely be wrong in there. Netherlands, Germany, another phenomenal game. But in this one, for some reason, my gut feeling says Germany. So let's go for Germany, even though Netherlands has some good players here and there. Like I said, missing Van Dijk could be the crucial key point that is their downfall. So I'm gonna go for Germany. Switzerland, Denmark. I'm gonna have to go for Switzerland there. Like I said, Switzerland is a team that I hold to high standards. They got Shaqiri. I think they're a very compact team, so I think they have what it takes to beat Denmark. Sorry, Braithwaite, not this time. So let's continue. Let's kind of, I guess, move up from the bottom of the bracket back up. So in this side of the bracket, now we have Spain, Portugal, Germany, and Switzerland making up for some very good matches. So Germany against Switzerland, I'm gonna have to back Germany there. Portugal against Spain. As much as I want to see Spain go through, I think Ronaldo and the boys will have enough to beat out Spain and make it to the semifinals of the Euros. So I'm gonna go for Portugal there, and we're gonna have a rematch of the group stage potentially. So that'd be really interesting. Let's move to the other side of the bracket where we have Belgium against Italy. So wow, what a matchup we're gonna have there. I'm gonna end up going for Belgium. Lukaku has been on fire lately, so I'm gonna back him. He knows a lot of these Italian defenders, or you could say vice versa. They know him. You know, it can go either way. But I'm gonna go for Belgium there. And then France, Poland. I think there goes Poland's dream ends there. France is gonna put them to bed like just about every team they're going to play against. And this makes for some phenomenal semifinal matches between Belgium and France. Jesus Christ, what a game. What a freaking game. I mean, like I said, France's team is just unbelievable. So I'm gonna go for France, but guys, these matches are way too close. Way too close. So France making it to the final yet again. And Portugal, Germany, wow. I'm gonna go for a rematch of the Euro 2016. Portugal beating out Germany. Like I said, the rematch and a potential revenge from France after the heartbreaks that they got last year, or not last year, but last Euros in 2016. However, France finally gets the rematch, and France, let me lock it in, gets that that Euro 2020 championship title. So let's see how close I am. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. It's gonna make for one phenomenal Euros. I'm super excited. Like I said, final reminder: go make your football fantasy team. Go join El Merengue Cule's league. I'm gonna put down the link in the description. So I want to be seeing you there. Maybe you can join in late. So it may not be over. So like I said, guys, super excited. Let me know who you think is gonna win. And tomorrow it starts. So let's see how Italy does. And with that being said, I will be seeing y'all soon. Let's get hyped. Let's get pumped. And for that,